everybody, it's me, Shelly Grace. Guess what time it is? It's time for a yummy series called Candy Bars. Each week we'll learn the life with Jesus is so sweet. Today we're headed over to our favorite game show called Name That Candy Bar. Now let's turn it over to your host, Dana Wonka.
Hello children and welcome to the game show Name That Candy. I'm your host, Dana Wonka. And in case you're wondering, I'm not related to the Wonka you may have seen in the movies. But okay, let's get started. Today, during our show, we will put a bowl of candy in front of a contestant. Then we will let them examine the candy. They can even taste the candy. And then they have to, you guessed it, name that candy. So let's welcome to the show our contestant today, Jeff Winger. Jeff, welcome to our show.
Thanks, Alex. Glad to be here.
My name is Dana, not Alex. Dana Wonka.
Dana? This isn't Jeopardy?
No, this is not Jeopardy.
But I'm supposed to be on Jeopardy.
Well, now you're on Name That Candy. So here's how we play. I will place a bowl of candy in front of you. You are going to examine the candy. You can even eat a handful of the candy and look at it, but you will then have to name that candy.
Didn't the candy makers already name the candy?
Well, of course they did, of course.
So then, why am I naming it?
You're just going to guess what candy it is.
Are there other categories besides the candy?
No, it's just candy.
No prickly pears for 100? No funny farm animals for 200?
No, Jeff, no.
Do I have to answer in the form of a question?
No.
Can I do it anyways? I've been practicing real hard. Alex, what is runts? Wait, what are runts?
My name is Dana, and sure, fine, just do it. Do your best to correctly name this candy.
Wow, look at them. Lots of colors there. Let me try one of these red ones. That's mighty good. Now let me try a blue one. No, that's good too. This is a very cool candy. There's something for everybody, you know. You got the yellow ones, green ones, you know.
The clock is ticking, Jeff.
If you like the yellow candy, here's yellow. If you like the orange candy, then you got orange too. This is a one-of-a-kind of candy that everyone will like. You know, all these colors remind me of Jesus. And Jesus meets the needs of everyone too. Like when he fed the 5,000 people with just 2 loaves of bread and 5 fish.
Jeff, you only have 15 seconds left.
I know that this candy is just so exciting. I want to tell everybody about it. Just like I want the whole world to know about Jesus. And I can share it just as easily as I can share Jesus.
You're almost out of time, Jeff. Name that candy.
What are M&Ms?
Correct. You win the game.
Yahoo!
You are the winner.
Do I get to play Double Jeopardy?
No Double Jeopardy.
Oh, dang nabbit.
Well, this has been a great game of Name That Candy, kids. Jeff said that the candy reminded him when Jesus fed the 5,000. So join us as we watch a short clip of Jesus performing that very miracle. Then we will turn it over to Shelly Grace and Barbara Wawa. Thank you for joining us here on Name That Candy.
This is the story of Jesus feeding 5,000. Sometime after this, Jesus crossed to the far shore of Galilee, and a great crowd of people followed him because they saw the signs that he had performed by healing the sick.
Wow!
When Jesus went up to the mountainside, he sat down with his disciples. The Jewish Passover was near. When Jesus looked up, he saw a great crowd coming towards him. He said, "Philip, where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" Then he asked that only to test Philip, because he already had in mind what was going to happen. Philip answered, "It would take more than half a year's wages to buy enough bread for each of these people to have one bite." Another disciple, Simon, Peter, Andrew, his brother spoke up and said, "Here's a small boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. He was willing to share them. But how far will they go? Because there's so many people here." Jesus said, "Have the people sit down. There's plenty of grass in the place for everyone to sit." Jesus took the loaves and lifted them to heaven and said, "Father, thank you for the fish and the bread." Then he asked his disciples to distribute to those who were seated.
Thank you
They
very
ate
much.
as much as they wanted. When they had eaten enough, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." So they gathered them and filled the 12 baskets with pieces of leftover loaves of bread and fish for anyone who may be hungry. After that, the people saw the signs Jesus had performed, and they began to say, "Surely this is the prophet who has come to change the world." The end.
Hey kids, welcome back to the studio. That was another incredible miracle that Jesus did. I wonder how the people felt and what they said when they realized that Jesus was able to take a young boy's small, tiny little lunch and share it with over 5,000 people.
It is so amazing, Baba Wawa. You know, Jesus saw a need, a hungry group of people. He had been teaching, and just as Jesus fed their spiritual hunger, he then turns to feed their physical hunger.
But you know what sometimes gets overlooked? Is that Jesus was able to share that food with others because of one small boy. Philip, one of the disciples, found that boy with his lunch, and the boy was willing to share it. And because of his generosity, over 5,000 people had a lovely fish dinner.
That's yummy. If we are generous with our faith, or even with the things we have, we can share Jesus with the whole world.
So true. But let's think back on the candy that they talked about this week. M&Ms. M&Ms come in lots of colors, just like all of us people in the world. And just like people, M&Ms were the same on the inside. They are also easy to share. We can split a small bag, a medium-sized bag, or even a large bag. We can share with one person or with many people. The good news of Jesus can be shared the same way.
Each week, we share it with all of you in a big group. But each one of you can share Jesus with the same news with a friend. You can share it on the playground, you can share Jesus in a sleepover, and you can even share it at your lunchtime. When you even open your next bag of M&Ms, you can share Jesus too.
Jesus came to die for us, to give us new life. That is a treat the whole world is desperate for.
But guess what? Jesus uses us as a helper to share him, to share his as like a treat. Just like the disciples, Jesus commands us to give something to eat.
So true. And think of it like this. Would you hold back from sharing M&Ms with a friend? So don't hold back sharing about who Jesus is and how much you love him. Why not start by opening your heart and sharing the good news with your friends? Well, you know what? Yet again, this has been a very yummy story this time. So join us next week.
So I wonder what candy we're going to have next week.
Me too. Me too. So from all of us at News Channel 7, have a great week and don't forget to share Jesus.